very good evening to all the viewers, aspiring candidates who are planning to pursue hospitality education. I am Neha Pant and I welcome you back to yet another episode of IIHM Career Counseling from the IIHM Pune studio. Today we are going to talk about a very important aspect of career opportunities in the subsector of hospitality, that is accommodation operations. And it's an interesting episode today wherein we have the accommodation operations faculty and an executive housekeeper from the industry interacting with you. So to begin with, let us hear from Mr. Rupender Singh Khurana, who is the campus director at IIHM Pune.
Hello everyone, my name is Rupender Singh Khurana and I'm heading the International Institute of Hotel Management Pune campus. It has been a long journey for me, having spent more than 26 years in the hospitality industry. Half of it working in the hospitality operations and the second half in the hospitality education sector. Even today, I love to wake up every day and I feel extremely driven about the kind of work that I do. But today, you are at a threshold where you are considering various career options available to you. So कोई आपसे कहेगा कि इंजीनियरिंग ज्वाइन कर लो और कोई कहेगा कि मेडिकल फील्ड में चले जाओ, पर आप थोड़े कन्फ्यूजन में हो कि मैं करूँ तो करूँ क्या। मैं जब करियर ऑप्शंस ढूंढ रहा था तब मेरे पास गूगल जैसा कोई सर्च इंजन नहीं था, ना ही इंटरनेट था। I had to rely on whatever information I could gather through word of mouth. किसी ने मुझे हॉस्पिटैलिटी मैनेजमेंट के बारे में बताया और मैंने सोचा कि शायद ये मैं कर पाऊँगा, और मैंने एक एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन दिया और एक कॉलेज में दाखिला लिया. And rest, as they say, is history. So here I am in front of you today, speaking to you and trying to help you decide and choose your dream career. So, hospitality management एक ऐसा करियर है जो कुछ ही सालों में एक अच्छे स्तर पर आ गया है. हर कोई चाहता है कि वो एक अच्छी जॉब पे लगे और अपने सारे सपने पूरे करे. और जब होटल मैनेजमेंट या फिर हॉस्पिटैलिटी मैनेजमेंट की बात चलती है तो लोग थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन में आ जाते हैं. ये करियर ऑप्शन आजकल बहुत डिमांड में है और बहुत बच्चे इसमें जाना चाहते हैं. एंड इन आवर कंट्री, इफ आई एम टू से, अ गेस्ट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अस. मेहमान नवाजी को एक पूजनीय दर्जा दिया गया है. हमारे देश की ये प्राचीन परंपरा ने एक भरे पूरे करियर का रूप ले लिया है. हॉस्पिटैलिटी एक ऐसा क्षेत्र है जिसमें जॉब हमेशा रहते हैं और बेहतर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आपके लिए हमेशा आती रहती हैं. सो व्हेन यू डिसाइड अ करियर इन हॉस्पिटैलिटी, यू आर assured of a fulfilling career which will give you an opportunity to earn, learn and explore every part of this globe and take up a career in any dream country. To get into this right institute is extremely important, and for that you have to research about its courses, its facilities and the opportunities it can give you. So today we have arranged for this very short career seminar where it will be telling you about this glorious industry. So my colleagues who are a part of the teaching team at IIHM Pune will take you around the campus and tell you about the various facets that hospitality industry has, and I'm sure at the end of it all your entire confusion would have disappeared and you would be ready to take that first step to join the hospitality industry and realize your dreams. So I take it that you will be, enjoying this session, and I would like to take you right now back to our IIHM Pune campus studios.
Thank you, Mr. Khurana, for those motivating words. Today, joining me from the Pune campus is Ms. Simran Kaur Chabra, who is going to talk about the plethora of opportunities, rather career opportunities in the accommodation operations sector. Over to you.
Well, thank you, Neha, for that question about career opportunities in the housekeeping department. I would love to answer that. But before we go over there, I would love to reiterate what housekeeping department really is. So, housekeeping department is a department which deals with cleanliness, aesthetic upkeep, maintenance of the entire property. It may be a hotel, a resort, and with the dynamic world and the department that it is now being used even in the corporate offices, cruise lines, shopping malls, colleges, you name it, and it is there. Be it a residential property or an institutional property, everyone needs a professional housekeeper. And as the times have proved that cleanliness and hygiene matters the most. So housekeeping personnel need to have these abilities in them also, and we especially at IIHM cater to this. We have got practical labs where we teach them practically with their classroom learning. We even give them hands-on experience about how to make the bed, how to clean the linen, how the cleanliness is to be done, how to cater to how to choose aesthetic options. They also go for internships where they learn it in the properties with the professionals, and we even help them to be placed in beautiful properties. There are few skills that are required to be an amazing housekeeper, like you need time management, you need those skills about you need property knowledge, you need the product knowledge, everything we teach here. And as I said before also, that housekeepers are also required in cruise lines. So imagine you're in the sea, on the ship, working in such beautiful luxury ambience, such a beautiful thing. You can work on the air, in the air, you can work on the land, on the sea, everywhere housekeeping is required. And it's such a department where even the growth happens very easily. If you are dedicated to the department and you have the knowledge, you can also grow with time very easily. So talking about scope, it is everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Simran, for those insights. Now let me take you to the practical lab at IIHM Pune called Tata Smart Suite, where we have Ms. Arpita Anvekar, the head of the Department for Accommodation Operations, waiting for all of us eagerly.
Good afternoon everybody and welcome. My name is Arpita Anvekar and here at IIHM Pune, I am the Assistant HOD for the Accommodations Operations Department. Here we have this beautiful room where this is called the practical lab for accommodations operations, and here in our college you don't only get the bookish knowledge but also get to practice what you learn in your books in this beautiful lab that you see here. Apart from this, we also have a laundry setup where you get to learn about the laundry operations that happen in any of the 5-star hotels. So in this room you can see everything that you can find in a luxury 5-star hotel room. So when you go in the industry, nothing comes to you as an element of surprise and you are industry ready.
That was Arpita taking us around through the practical lab. Thank you so much. Joining in for the conversation, we have Ms. Asmita Raut, who is the Executive Housekeeper at Marriott Suites Pune, and she is going to share the thoughts about career opportunities in the accommodation operations. She is currently in conversation with Ms. Arpita Anvekar.
A very good evening everyone and welcome. I am Arpita Anvekar and I am here today at the Marriott Suites, and we are going to interact with the very brilliant industry professional, Ms. Asmita Rawat, who is the EHK Executive Housekeeper at the Marriott Suites and is wholly and solely responsible for maintaining the property as it is. So over to you, ma'am. If you can just introduce yourself a little bit and if you can tell us your journey of how you decided to be in housekeeping and your journey to becoming a housekeeper.
Yes, sure. Thank you for coming and asking a housekeeper how they are doing and what it is. But really, I started myself. I did my degree. When I started, I completed my degree in 2006. So almost 15 years plus in the industry. And when I started doing my hotel management, I never thought that I would select a department because I was not sure. There are 4 departments to learn into, and which department to select was a big question. But when I did my 4 years degree, I got an opportunity to do my trainings, and I went to Oberoi Nariman Point was my training. And I did training in all the different departments, and that was an exposure. It was a complete change, whether I want to be in F&B or kitchen and housekeeping, front office. It was really nice exposure. That phase of mine, it made me decide, yes, I have to do my, I have to select housekeeping, and I think I can explore more in that. But there are a lot of opportunities, of course, there. After doing my industrial training, I got an opportunity with the Oberoi Rajvilas, 34 acres property. Did my OSER from there, and I was selected as a butler because butler was a part of housekeeping there. So with Oberoi Rajvilas, amazing time, amazing experience.
Beautiful property.
Very beautiful, very beautiful. Like you'll see all peacocks and monkeys and everything. The exposure is superb, and the team over there, the passion about the team is very nice. Then I went to Nariman Point, Mumbai Nariman Point, worked there. Being in hotels, I have kept on moving till the time I got married, of course, but I was just moving all around India. I did the pre-opening of West in Pune.
Okay.
That was my first pre-opening. Of course, Oberoi having a lot of things in writing, the industry was changing. It was changing massively. I came to know that no, it is not about writing, it's about computer skills as well, which was important. I learned that when I had to do pre-opening of West in Pune. So it was new. For me, snagging was new.
Yes.
Yeah, checking room and clearing was new. I was like, okay, but why I have to do snagging for so many times of one particular room? But later I realized, it was really, it means the exposure, the training, creating a person coming out from the college and then doing a simulation of that person to understand what the basic of housekeeping is.
Right.
Because it is core. You're seeing a small baby getting created in front of you when you're doing a pre-opening hotel, because
Absolutely.
it breaks. You'll not find anything. You'll not find luxuries like completely set rooms. You have to set them.
Start from the scratch.
Yes, and you're seeing how you're building it, and the end product when you see, it's really nice.
You feel proud of yourself.
Yes, and the pre-opening was really best. Then I moved to Crown Plaza, New Delhi, Okhla. I did a pre-opening of that hotel as well. So that was my second pre-opening. So I had a knowledge about pre-opening, so moved to Okhla. After that, I moved to Mumbai. So I got married, so I came back to Mumbai. So I had Regency Mumbai, 401 Keys Hotel. And I joined there as an assistant manager. So the journey was like every 2 years there was a promotion growth which was happening with Oberoi. After Oberoi, it was the first time I had been in Mumbai. So the team was different. Every hotel you will find a different team,
Right.
Different people, the way you train them. Regency Mumbai also the same thing. It's same team like Oberoi and Nariman Point. Well experienced, senior, knew how to run around those 400 rooms. Perfect. And then being with Hyatt for 5 years. Then I was given an opportunity to do the pre-opening of Hyatt Place, Goa. Now it has turned into Centric. So the core team basically, whenever there's a pre-opening, it is engineering, it is the general manager, your housekeeping, and HR. These are the four
Most
team
important.
members which are very important to be in the hotel, to open the hotel. So did the opening of Hyatt Place. That turned into Centric because the clientele over there was different. So of course every sector has different clientele. Got awarded as a housekeeping manager there for the Goa region. That was my first step of being awarded. Then after doing after doing Hyatt Place, moved to back to Pune because I thought no, now my kids should be there. They should know that I should spend. Because see, being a lady, you have to balance
Of
both the
course.
things. It is, of course, career is important, and we have to. So I moved back to Pune with Hilton Pune, and being with Hilton, then moved back to. This was the first property which I'm working in Marriott. So I have worked with multiple brands, if you see, from Oberoi to Hilton to Hyatt, and now with Marriott. And every step, have taught me so many things, handling team, people, different culture, different clientele, and it was amazing. The journey was super. Like every step has taught me everything, and the industry has been very kind to me that they have, they say that it is, you cannot give that much importance to your family
Right.
but that's not a fact. I have got a lot of opportunity to take care of my family also when I was working, and my career also has done very well, bloomed in this.
Industry is kind to the people who are actually worth it. So I'm sure you definitely are, and you've had an impeccable journey, I must say, and a long way to go for
Yeah,
sure.
that's right.
So for our budding professional who are looking for their career in housekeeping, what are the career opportunities that you think are there for them in the industry? So apart from hotels, also if there are other sectors they can join, what are?
See, what I understand that housekeeping, if you see, I told you, whenever a person wants to hire anybody, first is housekeeping. Without housekeeping, you will never be able to open or operate or do anything in any of the industry. So, even during COVID times, the manning would have been reduced because of,
Right.
restrictions. But yes, housekeeping was there, and, housekeeping has always been there in a core, and you will always see them. Not only, it's not about cleaning and dusting and doing things. There are a lot of scopes, like flower arrangement, florist, pest control, gardening, horticulture, public area, rooms, upholstery. So you're not only selected to be only on one table and room move from a table. There are a lot of exposure to learn and develop yourself. So apart from hotels, of course, I have seen many people going into hospitalities,
Right.
hospitals, then facilities. I'm sure railways,
Cruise
yeah,
lines and
cruise
everywhere.
lines, yeah, cruise lines. So there's a lot of scope. Like
Right.
there's no end for a person in being in
Absolutely.
airlines, cruise, everything. So it's not limited to one area, and there's a lot of exposure. And if you learn things, it will be good for you to develop. It's not only.
Why I like housekeeping is because you get to practice all of this in your daily life also.
Yes, yes, very
You learn
much.
about flowers and marbles and pest controls and everything. Like you can use it daily
Yes.
and you can like
And
impress
it's very
people.
challenging also. It is
Absolutely.
not like just being at one
Yes.
place. It is more challenging.
New experience
And
every
yes,
day.
every day is a new day. It's not that okay, I've learned this, so today I'll be following that. No, it's not. You have to be flexible. You have to be very, understanding what is the move and just take that and go ahead.
Presence of mind is the
Okay,
most
common
important.
sense also
Yes.
very important. It's very important. It's very
Absolutely. So also housekeeping is, I believe, no more as it was considered earlier, the back of the house department. Like after the COVID times, I'm sure housekeepers are the frontline workers
Yes,
everywhere.
True.
So this notion that housekeeping is the back of the house department, that they don't get to interact with people is nowhere around, because I'm sure we have our own targets to go and interact with the guests, to get feedback from them, and to make their stay actually comfortable in the real sense, because we are not just talking, but we are also doing things for them, right?
And it's not necessary about communicating directly. You as a housekeeper, if you know how to identify the clues,
Yes, read the signs.
yes, you read the signs, you can actually communicate without talking to the guest, and that's very important.
Yes.
Because rooms majorly plays a role of all the things, so it's very important.
Absolutely, most definitely. I would agree, like 100%. Also, the other thing is how you would say the industry or the department has changed post-COVID. Like what used to happen pre-COVID, what are the new things that you have introduced post-COVID, and how it has changed, and how the training has happened for the staff, because I'm sure this was a very new thing for all of us. Like we were not aware about what is going to happen or what is happening for that matter. So how you manage that situation, because the hotels were not doing very well at a certain point of time, and to convincing people to come back and to work in the area where there are going to be a lot of people, which was the most scariest situation. So how you handled the situations in those times? And
So when right, as I said, during COVID times, there were people who reduced, and of course the guests, for them safety was a priority in the hotels. Their coming safety and security is prime at present also.
right.
But hygiene and cleanliness, and that has become the second most important after safety security.
Absolutely.
Apart from, so the guest also looks into cleanliness, hygiene, and what safety measures you're taking when you're giving us a room, rather than maybe they would sacrifice on luxury part more and think about the cleanliness. And that is what is the protocol now. So we when we were into this thing, we had a rigorous trainings of how we are supposed to take care, because it is not only about us, it is about the associates, about our team
Right.
members, it is about the guest, and obviously when the guest is coming, that's what they are expecting.
Absolutely.
During that time, people are not allowed to go outside as well, and everybody was inside. So the thing, what happened, we have a different kind of training. So when people are joining and rejoining, so the entire cycle of cleaning of having 10 high touch points in the
Right.
room. So we have identified the rooms Like if the guest comes or anybody comes, or even if we are cleaning the room, the main thing, entrance door handle to doors to switch buttons to remote control buttons and AC buttons. So these all switches, handles, these are the mostly high touch points,
Right.
and these pass more, in infection. So we had a training on all these protocols, COVID protocols.
Right.
And whether an associate is coming from the entry point to the time the associate is going, and what are things the associate should be taking care of himself, so that we are good and hygienic to take care of our guests who are coming. And apart from that, in the rooms we have changed the chemicals, so obviously Ecolab and Diversity,
Right.
we have collaborated with them, so we use those chemicals have changed, so training of them on those chemicals, how you're supposed to use. Room checks with the UV light have started, wherein you actually have to switch off the lights and see where all
Yes.
things have been touched, and make sure that the other guest who's coming does not find, so it is sanitized completely, whether it is bed linen, so opening the bed linen and checking. And secondly, when you are we have electrostatic sprayer
Right.
in the room, so we do it in the public areas daily. We have a schedule that you have to spray all the areas, washrooms and all. Of course there are guidelines that you, in the food areas, you're not supposed to spray, or where the guest is there, you're not supposed to spray. So we have actually imported that machines in the hotels to ensure that rooms are sanitized and the public areas are well maintained, because public area is a place where you don't have a control who's
Right.
coming and going.
Lot
So
of footfall.
yes, and then we have a checklist how we are sanitizing the area after 2 hours, restaurant after 30 minutes and 20 minutes. So there are different cycles which are being followed, and we have a training session completely on that. And we have, what we have done before we started off, we did all the videos, like of if we have to sanitize a particular table, we have to sanitize a room or a public area, how we're supposed to use electronic spray, how you are supposed to wear a PPE kit, how you're supposed to wear a gloves, and how long is the mask going to be worn. Is it for 3 hours or 2 days, or so very simple things, but plays a massive role in how you're operating, how long you're supposed to wear gloves. Then after each room we have to throw it. Then dusters, different area have different duster, 5 dusters. So lot of training and lot of things have to be implemented before you give something to a guest.
Right. I completely
So
agree.
yeah.
So just training is one part, and to make sure that the training is being like executed well and everybody is following the standards is a lot of big responsibility, I must say. That you train people, but then to make sure that everything is happening and there is no goof up expected. So of course that is a very, very big thing. I completely agree with you, and I'm sure this time must have been very difficult, but the way the housekeepers have done. And I think housekeeping is one of the departments because of which the guests are actually coming back to the hotels now,
True,
because
true.
people had stopped trusting to go somewhere and stay. But now that the housekeepers have actually made sure that everything is the touch points are sanitized and everything is clean and hygienic, so that people can trust and come back, and hotels are getting business, I would say.
It's coming and it is challenging, of course, and the team, the way it is taking up, because they're seeing, because we are so used to see the clientele coming and the interaction which was already almost stopped,
Yes, yes.
and it is just started, and we are also so happy to see our guests back, and that energy and that passion to do things among the team, that is very important.
Absolutely.
And definitely the team strives to make sure that all the guests are happy, everything is sanitized, everything is clean. So even if the guest checks in, we meet up with the guest before the guest checks out, we ensure. And we have a kitchen apartments, so every room of ours has a kitchen. So people come with family. We have pets allowed inside the hotel.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, it's a pet friendly hotel.
Nice.
And we have very sweet, cute pets coming. So everything has to be taken care of.
Right.
And this is what has changed post COVID, that the care factor is there, of course, but the protocol of COVID has added into it, for sure.
That is an added responsibility for us. So I'm sure for
Sure.
such a motivated team, it is very important to have a motivated leader behind them. Also, one last question that I would want to ask is, what are the attributes that a housekeeper should have, like our budding professionals? They are looking to become a housekeeper, taking inspiration from you. What are the attributes that they should be having?
So, main thing whenever, even if you want to come over, it's more about good communication. Good communication doesn't mean that you speak too much in English and use those words and all. What is important in the communication is that you should be very good listener also. That's very important. The time you start listening, because we don't deal only with housekeeping or only with the guests, we're dealing with all the departments,
Right.
whether it is kitchen, F&B, front office. It is the only department which handles all the departments, from
Mhm.
uniforms to laundry to everything. So, and for guests also, you have to be very good listener basically, and understand, and know how to resolve or attend to the guest concerns, or from understand if the guest is traveling early in the morning, he's coming, or he's with his family or with the pet, and that is very important communication wise. It doesn't mean that you always speak the way I said. There are a lot of clues and things to understand and know and anticipate and have that common sense and how you should handle the guests, because at home also that motherly touch which
Yes.
comes, right? That is very important being in housekeeping. So yes, main is communication, and attitude is very important. Having a passion and attitude, positive attitude drives you, and especially when we have gone so many up and down with so much of phases now, especially in 2-3 years. So I'm sure the attitude matters a lot,
Definitely.
and integrity, very important, and passion should be there, of
Yes.
course. The day you have passion and you think that yes, I have to do things, and work on it, then all the things, challenges come, you have to face it, and you have to understand how you have to get through it.
Yes, I think when you have passion, you face your challenges very happily.
Yeah.
So that is also, of course, I would completely agree with whatever you have said. And yes, you should be empathetic. And I think being a housekeeper, your personality gets groomed overall. Like you are not just dealing with a certain kind of people or certain kind of clientele, but you are also dealing with the guests as well as the staff who come from a very different background, you must say. And then to talk to all of them in a certain way and convincing them and actually making them comfortable. It's definitely, it grooms your personality all over.
And we, like, when anybody comes, like any new associates or anybody comes in the Marriott, we mostly try to tell them how Marriott works, or which company you're working with,
Right.
how you can grow. It's not about taking people. It's more about grooming them,
Right.
and motivating them and promoting them and teaching them, grooming them to become a next level person.
Right.
It's not that just be there.
Yes.
Because once you start grooming them and giving them an opportunity to showcase what skills they have, what they're doing, it's the best thing, The
Right.
person puts more of efforts to,
Absolutely.
So it's just that the person should have passion and have a positive attitude. That's
It's like
very
you
important.
take care of people and people will take care of the property for you.
Yeah.
For sure.
And things have changed. Like, initially when I started off, it was more of pager we had, and on
Yes,
pager I used to
yes,
get a
yes.
message, and I used to run in 3 minutes. I have to finish, and I used to give my butler service, and then I used to close the button on the phones. But now it's more of new technologies have come of guest experience. GXPs is there. With COVID protocol, you have QR codes.
QR codes.
You
right.
get menus on the mobile, and then you decide that I want this, and you pay. So there's all touchless. Everything is touchless. Nothing So everything has improved from a mobile chat. So if the guest is coming, so before he is booking, also we know that okay, this is a mobile chat. So we are chatting with the guest to understand what he requires before he comes.
Right.
Checks on the history, place it in the room, and make sure till the time he's checking out, after checkout, connecting with the guest. So this entire experience from the time the guest thinks of booking our hotel or a Marriott. So Marriott has all profiles and protocols followed. So it's a lot of things to learn. It is not limited there. It is not only limited to books. It is more about how much you explore, that much you come to know about it.
Right. So if you can tell us more about Marriott's and this beautiful hotel that we are sitting in. We are very excited to know about your property. It looks impeccable, beautiful, and I mean, I'm running short of adjectives. So if you can just tell us something about.
So Marriott as a company, I've spoken so much about it. Like, it has treated me as a family, and it is a family, of course. And this property is 200 rooms. Apartments means it's not, it's suite basically.
Okay.
So all rooms are suite, and we have a studio room, 1 BHKs, club suites, and premium suites. And the experience which the guest drives, you have seen the room, living room, bedroom, kitchen, and you feel very homely, and you get that feel that that
Cozy,
yeah,
comfortable feeling.
very comfortable with the garden room. And we have a lot of pets coming, family coming, swimming pool, entertainment rooms, squash court, tennis court. We have a Soriso Italian restaurant. So a lot of things are there. And the hotel is actually very beautiful. It's really vast, and it is very nice. I will take you on a showroom for sure to show you
Definitely.
how it is.
So great. That was all from our side, and thank you for taking your time out for us, and actually from your busy day and doing this interview with us. I'm sure it will actually inspire so many people who will be looking at these videos. Anything you want to say from your
Thank
side?
you so much for coming and giving an opportunities for your students to understand what exactly the hotels and what is the industry all about, so they actually know how it is. But I'm sure you will be taking an online sessions for them, and practical knowledge and how the industry works is very important.
Absolutely.
So these are new talents, and I'm sure they are so talented, the new generation. So we also look forward to have them on board and show their passion all over here. Thank you for coming.
Alright, so thank you everyone. So this was Ms. Asmita Raut with us, and I'm Arpita Anvekar signing off from Marriott Pune, and back to the studio.
Thank you so much, Ms. Raut and Arpita, for joining us live from Marriott Suites, Pune. That was indeed thought-provoking. Coming to the end for today's episode, let me sign off from the IIHM Pune studio. But before I go, if you have further queries in regards to the admission, please do visit our website www.iihm.ac.in, or do visit our campus at Nirman Nagar. Till then, wishing all the aspirants a beautiful, successful career.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Today with us we have Mr. Nasir Sheikh, the General Manager of Westin. So sir, how do you like the ambience here?
Beautiful. The weather's great, and I think it's a great setup that you've got here, and you've got a lovely turnout. How many people do you have here just now?
So the footfall, we expect over 1,000 people.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
We are General Manager of Vivanta by Taj Blue Diamond Pune. This is Mr. Suju. So how are you feeling this event?
Fantastic. At the outset, let me congratulate all of you for this fabulous show that you've put up, 7th International Culinary Journey that we've just begun here. What stands out, of course, is the layout.
Hello everyone, I am Arupa Das from IIHM Pune, and with me is Mr. Arun Nair, the Executive Director of Pride Hotels. Hello sir, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
And how do you like the ambience and decor?
I would say it's been done very well, and I think I'm really impressed by the excellent show being put up by the students and everyone. Great show.
Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need